Hi, good morning. Today we'll discuss something about Vastu Shastra. Vastu Shastra is one of the ancient knowledge of Indian architecture. It is believed that all temples are built on the principles of Vastu Shastra, and the reason why most of the temples have survived centuries and centuries is that they have not flouted any principle of Vastu Shastra. This Vastu Shastra is what we discuss today is fundamental of how you should buy a property and how you should use it. This is important for brokers for guiding customers to buy a property, valuing a property, and useful for customers, users to use how to buy a property and how to use the property. I'm not going to guide you on how you should correct a property or what kind of problems you may arise because of bad Vastu property. However, I'm just going to focus only on the core principles and based on which you should go ahead and do a property transaction. There are four Vastu. Perfect Vastu plot would be 0 degree on all directions. So it should be 0 degree north, and when there is an entry which is 0 degree north, it is considered to be the best. So it is, I would, according to my understanding of Vastu, there goes an axis which is, so if your property, ideally your property should be north entry. Ideally, a good property should be north entry. However, if you run an axis in a diagonal fashion from northwest to southeast, any entry starting from here to here would be a good entry. A northeast entry is also good, and a southwest entry is not as good as the north one, but it will be also good. However, an entry with any property with an entry on this side of the axis is not a preferable one, and the worst entry would be south entry. South entry, if you have any property, you should dispose it off. If you have any property in which you have an option of south entry, like if you have a plot which has from here to here entry, then you should choose somewhere near here. You should not choose a plot which has flat, office, anything with a southwest entrance. It is the worst entrance ever according to Vastu. Okay, this is as far as entry is concerned. Now let us go into an aspect called temple. For those who keep temple at home, it should be in the northeast corner. This is the Ishan corner as per Hindu mythology. Now, once you have a northeast temple, the god should be facing in the west direction. So you can put a temple here and god should be facing here, and if you want further benefit, you should put a mirror behind the temple on the wall. So there is a northeast extension. Any extension in the northeast is good. Extension meaning it's infinite. If you have an extension like a balcony, or if you have an additional room adjoining in the southwest, it is bad. Never put an extension in the southwest corner. So this is the concept of temple. Temple should be here. What most people do mistake in, if they have a 4-bedroom apartment, they mistaking that in the puja room, which is somewhere here or here or here, I have seen in the puja room which is here, they say that okay, in the puja room I have put it in the northeast corner, which is not right. They should put in the northeast corner of the entire property. So the northeast most corner of the property is where you should put a temple. Okay, another question comes of your master bedroom, or if it it's an office where the main person sits, where should it be? It should be in the southwest corner. This is where you can have master bedroom or the main person's cabin. It is also important that in the southwest most corner you have to put a safe. You have to put a safe which has to be iron safe. You cannot put a plastic safe or a wooden cupboard, won't do. In a wooden cupboard you can put an iron safe. In that you have to put anything which you want to grow. Say maybe you have a property document, or say maybe you have mutual fund documents, or maybe if you have cash, gold, jewelry, diamonds, anything which you would like to grow, you should put inside the safe. Another important aspect of Vastu is kitchen. Kitchen should be in the southeast corner. Important point in kitchen is that it should facing to the east. So if you have a platform of the kitchen, it should be like this. So the face should be on the east. Okay? This corner is This northwest corner is ideally suited for servant quarters. So if you have a flat in which there is a servant quarters, you should put it in northeast, or in a plot you can put servant quarters outside the main house on the northeast corner. So these are the basic fundamentals of Vastu. Now where I would say bad Vastu comes when this corner has a toilet or this corner has a toilet. Either or, anyways, if any of northeast southwest corner has toilet, it is very bad. It's a totally against Vastu fundamentals. Also, like I said before, any kind of entry in the southwest, no toilet, no entry. I have seen Vastu non-compliant houses where they have servant quarters in the southwest. Usually, in matter of 6 months to 1 year, after they have moved into a place where there is servant quarters in southwest, they have reported theft. I would say that the servant is not guilty and the Vastu is guilty, but this is what my survey says. Important point is maybe for an office, if you have a training room or a sales room, training room and sales room should be put in northeast corner. Accounts should be on the southwest. If you have partners, if you have key employees like main person, he should be sitting next to one another. So if you have if one partner sits here and the other partner sits here, it would be not good. It should sit beside each other. And I would suggest that in a master bedroom or in a main cabin, this flooring should be an inch or 2 inch higher than the other floorings at the other level of the office. Now suppose you have 2-level bungalow or you have multiple offices in one building. So always remember, the master stays on the highest floor and subsequently the other. So according to the hierarchy, you should have the floor layout. Important thing while choosing a contoured place where it is a slope. Suppose you have a plot which is a slope. This should be the lower end. This axis should be on the lower end and this axis should be on the higher end. If you have a plot which is reverse, it would be a, I would say, non-compliant plot. Now if you have two buildings, say maybe on one plot which is of the same level, you have two buildings. Always try to plan the higher building on this side and the lower building on this side. Okay. There are a lot of ways. If you have properties which are not compliant according to this, there are some ways where we can correct them. For example, if you have a property which has a west entry, then you can put a mirror just opposite the entry to make it look like a east entry. Now, in case there is a property, you have a property which is south facing, you cannot just walk out of the property or just dispose it off. Then I would suggest you should shift it to a name of a female name. If your wife or mother or sister or daughter. The reason is that because female Vastu has a different vibe, it provides an automatic correction. I have seen it personally where I had a south facing plot. When I shifted to a name, female name, then the things started working out. So this is basically my fundamental Vastu tips. If you have any questions, you can email me at mchoksi@remax.in. I would love to answer. And if you have, I'm not a Vastu consultant or I do not have any qualification, but this is out of hundreds of property that I have been evaluating from point of view of Vastu. I found out such things. I have also found out that it may not give immediate improvement, but in the medium term, say maybe 3 to 6 months, once you do a Vastu correction, then you will feel the results. One of my friends had a property which was north facing, everything was right, but however he was sitting in the wrong direction. So one of the consultants said that you should shift the office from here to here, and he saw a 30% increase in cash received. So which were deals which were done earlier, but cash was not getting received. So out of his 3-year operation, he saw that the 3 months post the shift, he had the highest increase in cash receipts. So there are a lot of examples that we have seen that minor Vastu changes bring a lot of positivity, if not on tangible terms, but in emotional and mental terms, people see a lot of benefits. I would recommend that if you are buying a property, if you are going to live in it, always have a Vastu compliant property. Thank you. Bye.